We'll get the march going this evening. Add our shoulder rolls back to loosen things up. Although with how warm it is out in the sunroom, I think my muscles will stay nice and loose this evening. Good, and relax. We'll do our head tilt side to side. Summer is definitely here at this point, that's for sure. Do back and forth a couple more times each. And relax. We'll do our rotation next, turning from side to side. And relax. All right, big arm circles back, 5 on one side. Good, yep, nice big range of motion. Then 5 on the other side. Not as so big that you feel a strain, but just loosening up those shoulders. Good, and relax. Of course, now we'll cross in front, come up into a Y overhead like the YMCA. Karaoke, that's something I haven't done in a long time, speaking of the YMCA. Good, and relax. All right, the Jane Fonda step next, reach and pull with a kickback. Speaking of Jane Fonda, I was helping my parents clean out a closet yesterday. I was over at their house and I found like these Jane Fonda VHS tapes that had to have been from the 80s. Good, and relax. Do our little rotation next. I almost wanted to pop one in just to see if I could steal any moves. No, somehow I think her brand of fitness and mine are just a little bit different. Certainly our workout outfits are different, that's for sure. Thank goodness for that. Good, and relax. All right, hip openers next. So one leg to start, we're gonna come up, out, and around, up, out, and around. Last time, up, out, and around. Nice. Switching to the other leg, up, out, and around. 2 more times, working on that balance, out, and around. At the same time, we're opening up the hip, up, out, and around. Awesome. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back now. We're gonna rock and reach forward. Sit back into that hamstring stretch. Reach and stretch. Reach and stretch. Last time, reach and hold at the bottom. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Switching to the other leg. Reach and stretch. Reach and stretch. 2 more. Reach and stretch. Last one. Reach. Hold at the bottom. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Reaching up and over to the side now, so feet apart. 1 forward, 1 back, and we're gonna reach over to the side and relax. Reach and relax. Reach and relax. Last one, reach and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Switching to the other side now. Switch those feet. Reach and relax. Reach and relax. 2 more. Reach and relax. Reach and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. If you've got the room, go for your grapevine next. If you're doing it in place with me, we'll just do those mini curtsy lunges back and forth. Either way, loosening up and warming up those hips, getting a little rotation in the pelvis. Good, and relax. All right, side step with those jumping jack arms next. If you're in place, just back and forth with me. Use the space though if you've got it. And relax. All right, finishing off with either that walking lunge or that step back lunge. Limit the range of motion as needed. Ready? Begin. Add that reach overhead if you can. But either variation, keeping the weight in the heel of that front foot. And it's just a warm-up, right? So each repetition, you can always sink a little bit deeper as the muscle's starting to loosen. But if the body's not ready for a full lunge yet, take your time warming it up. We'll do one more each leg. And relax. Awesome. Grab a sip of water if you'd like. Let me go over the circuit for today. I'll set the timer while I'm talking here. So 4 rounds. We'll take a halftime break. 45 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest today. We've got 5 exercises. Like I said, mostly dumbbell exercises. But if you have a kettlebell or if you have different weights of dumbbells, feel free to adjust the weight as we go through. First exercise, Romanian deadlift. Great for strengthening the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back. So very important, sticking those hips back as we go down, right? Nice neutral spine, not flat because we have a natural curve to our spine, but neutral spine. Hips back, weight straight down to the toes, and then squeezing the glutes as we come up. Now, if your range of motion only lets you go down to about the knees, that's okay. You're kind of stopping whenever you feel those hamstrings tightening up right before you start rounding the back, right? Then for our next exercise, we're going to do a lateral dumbbell raise. So nice tall posture, keep the belly button in, just bringing those dumbbells out to the side, no higher than shoulder height. If straight out to the side bothers you a little bit, just bring them forward a little bit more at an angle. So instead of straight out to the side, let them come slightly forward at an angle if needed. But either way, nice upper body posture, not letting those shoulders come forward at all. Keep those scapular retractors slightly engaged. Exercise number 3. We have 2 variations. First one is going to be an alternating reverse lunge. So that same step back lunge that I demonstrated in the warm up, one leg and then the other. You can either limit that range of motion if you need to, just to a partial reverse lunge, or you can go down into full range of motion. So that's option number 1. If you're looking for a little bit more of an advanced movement and some more core engagement, we're going to add a little torso rotation with that one. So you come back into your lunge, and then if my right knee is the leg that's forward, I'm going to turn towards the right and then back up. And then when my left foot's forward, I'm turning towards the left. Nice, slow, and controlled. But again, only if you need that extra challenge. Exercise number 4, we're going to do a bent over row into a tricep kickback. So as always, nice neutral spine when we bend over, knees bent. We're going to row up, extend at the elbow, come back, and then drop the weights down. But that whole time we're doing the kickback, we're going to hold that engagement in between the shoulder blades. Nice and controlled with this one. Really, really gets all of those muscles in the back, the traps, the lats, as well as the triceps in the back of the other arm working. Last but not least, we're going to do a standing calf raise. If you've got a step or the bottom stair, you just let the heel hang off, so only the ball of the foot's on the step. Gives you a little more range of motion. And when you're pushing up, you're kind of pushing in between the first and second toe. Don't let the weight roll to the outside of your feet here. If you don't have a step, you can do it on flat ground. You just limit the range of motion a little bit, but you're still working the same muscles. Always important to strengthen those calves and ankles, especially for balance, right? So with that being said, we'll start at the top with our Romanian deadlifts. 5 seconds. Ready, and begin. And again, you can have a little bit of bend in the knees, but not quite as much as a traditional deadlift, right? We want to get some nice tension on the hamstring at the bottom of the motion. Just a little stretch. This variation just works the hamstrings even more than a regular deadlift. As always, keep the stomach engaged to protect the lower back, right? Squeeze those glutes at the top and relax. Nice job. Take a breath or two. Our lateral dumbbell raises are next. Three, two, one, and begin. Awesome job. Yep, nice job setting up with that tall posture. Keep the belly button engaged. And make sure you're avoiding that shrug as you raise up. If you feel your body starting to shrug towards the top of the motion, just limit the range a little bit more. Stop before you start to feel that shrug. We want to target the deltoid, or that muscle kind of on the shoulder, not the upper trapezius, which is the muscle that kind of goes from the shoulder into the neck. So we want to avoid that shrug. Yep. Bring the hands forward if you feel like you need to. And relax. We've got our alternating reverse lunge with an optional rotation. If you're doing the torso rotation, it's a little bit easier just to hold one weight at the chest rather than two dumbbells on either side. Begin. Either way, whichever variation you're doing, make sure that front knee doesn't come in, right? We want to keep it out. Nice. So we keep it in line with the hips and the ankles. That's where we keep nice, strong body mechanics. Everything stays nice and healthy. And limit that range of motion if you need to. Only go as deep as you feel like the body can without discomfort. Unless that discomfort's a little muscle burn, that's okay, right? And that just means you're working hard. And relax. Beautiful, that's 3 down. 2 more exercises to go for this first round. Our bent over row into a tricep kickback is next. This one is really gonna work the back of the shoulder, the upper arm, and those posture muscles. Ready? Begin. Row up, hold that squeeze, extend, back, and down. Row up, extend, flex the elbow, and down. Even after a few reps, you'll really start to feel that contraction. It's a strong contraction in the tricep, in the back of the shoulder. And it's okay if you feel those lower back muscles working, right? We don't want them to feel pain, but they are working in this position too. And relax. Nice. Last but not least, standing calf raise. Ready? And begin. And then on this one, we'll go up a little quickly and then lower, slow and controlled. Again, kind of putting that pressure on the ball of the foot in between the first and the second toe. Not letting it roll out towards the pinky toe. Just a few more repetitions. And relax. One round down. Only one round in, but I feel like I'm sweating like I just did a full workout. That's okay. I'm enjoying the heat. I'm happy summer's here. Romanian deadlift to start us off again. Ready? Begin. Yeah. And like I said, we do have a couple exercises that are strengthening the lower back as well. It's okay to use those muscles, right? It's okay to strengthen, but we don't want to put too much pressure. So we always balance that out by squeezing the abdominals, bringing in that belly button, and squeezing the glutes so that we share that load. Nice job. Everybody's looking good. Great posture. Don't let that back round. Last one, and relax. Dumbbell raises to the side next. Working those shoulders. Shoulders and triceps. We're getting ready for summer, ready for our sleeveless shirts, right? Ready? Begin. Of course, we're going for health and functional strength, but it's okay to look good at the same time, right? Yep. Great job avoiding that shrug. I see a few people bringing the dumbbells a little closer to the front, and that's perfectly fine. There is no exercise that should cause joint discomfort, right? And relax. We've got our alternating reverse lunge next with that optional torso rotation. I say rotation instead of twist because when people hear twist, they want to jerk in that circle, right? We want to keep it nice, slow, and controlled. Ready? Yeah. Nice job keeping the weight in the heel of that front foot. Just reaching that back foot back. This is a lot better for strengthening the legs than loading the weight up on a squat because we're using mostly one leg at a time. So we need a lot less external load or weights in our hands or on our back that's putting extra pressure on the spine. And relax. Beautifully done. Just two more to go. Bend over row into a tricep kickback next. Ready? And begin. I apologize in advance if my shins or calves are blinding you through the screen. If you're asking, does he have really reflective pants on? No, that's just my pale legs after the shutdown. Not a lot of opportunity to get out in shorts these days. Good, yep, keep that nice neutral spine angle. Squeeze the belly button in. and relax. One more exercise, and then let's take a halftime water break. We've got our calf raises next. They won't make my calves any more tan, but at least they'll get them stronger. Nice and quick up, controlled on the way down. Make sure the weight is even in both feet. And also notice I'm putting a hand down, right? I'm not working the balance quite as much as I'm focused on the strengthening of the calf muscles. So if you need to put a hand on something, don't be shy. Three, two, one, and relax. Excellent job. Grab some water, catch your breath for a moment. Roll your eyes at any of my terrible humor. Speaking of terrible humor, I think Nikki found quite possibly the trashiest show on Netflix. Her guilty pleasure is reality TV. And it's like this ridiculous dating reality TV show where all of the contestants are like shallow models. And their goal is to, I guess, learn to make a deeper connection by the end of the show. I got through like 3 minutes of it and then I had to leave the room. All right, ready for round 3 and 4? We're starting back at the top with our RDLs, a Romanian deadlift. 5 seconds. Ready, and begin. Good. Yep. Keep that belly button in. Keep squeezing those glutes at the top. Weight's going right down to the toes and not out in front. Kick that bottom back. As always, if you need a guide, you can do those wall kisses, right? Where you tap your bottom against the wall and then come back up. If you need a guide to make sure that those hips are sitting back. Just a few more reps. And relax. Lateral dumbbell raises are next. Ready? Begin. Yeah. Good. Breathe. Avoid that shrug. Bring the hands forward if you start to feel any ache or strain in the shoulder. Even limit the range of motion if you have to a little bit. We want nice, quality, safe work going on in the shoulders here. 5 seconds. And relax. Alternating reverse lunges again. Ready? And begin. Yeah. And as we get into the 3rd and 4th round, always remember, never sacrifice technique for more weight or more reps, right? Keeping that nice technique, proper muscle engagement is always most important. So don't rush through reps. Doing great. 10 more seconds. And relax. Bent over row into our tricep kickback is next. I think I'm feeling this one the most today. And begin. You'll have to let me know after the workout which one was the toughest for you, but I'm definitely feeling this one. Working the back of the shoulder and the triceps. Good. Avoid rolling those shoulders forward as you extend the elbow. The more fatigued we get, the more the body will want to cheat a little bit. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and hold it the whole movement, right? Until we drop the weights back down. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Woo. That's working something back there, that's for sure. Right in here. Calf raises next. Ready? And begin. Or at the very least, you're in top opportunity to run off the screen. Pretend you're doing calf raises over at the staircase and take a quick sip of water. No, I wouldn't encourage that behavior. I know you're all working hard. Nice job. Quick on the way up, controlled on the way down. And even on this one, belly button in so that we're not getting into bad posture, arching the back. We're nice and tall with an engaged core. And relax. Last and final round. Romanian deadlifts. Ready? And begin. We're taking the farewell tour now, crossing each one off as we go. Finishing strong on this round. Every rep is quality, right? If we do one less rep than we did the first round, so be it. But we're keeping every rep perfect. Yeah. And again, little bend in the knees, okay? We just want to make sure we feel a little stretch on the hamstrings on the way down. Your range of motion just depends on how flexible your hamstrings are. And relax. Done with those. On to our lateral dumbbell raises next. Ready? And begin. Good. Yeah. And don't rush these. Don't think of them as a power exercise where you have to go quick. Keep these controlled. You want to keep tension on the deltoid. We're not as worried about fast twitch on this movement. Just a couple more reps. And relax. Lunges are next. After class, by the way, you'll have to let me know what's on your playlist this evening. Ready? Begin. I'm looking for new workout songs. And I like a variety of music, so you'll have to let me know if you have a playlist going in the background. Hopefully you do, to drown out my bad humor. Otherwise, you're stuck just listening to me for the whole 45 minutes. Nobody wants that. Yep, stay nice and controlled. Doing great, just a little over 10 seconds. And relax. Just 2 more exercises to go. For the circuit, that is. We have a couple more after the circuit. Nothing too crazy. All right, bent over row into tricep kickback. And begin. Yep. Even on the last round, avoid that shrug. Whew. Feeling that in the long head of the tricep, that's for sure. You might be saying, I don't know where the heck that is, but I feel it in the back of my upper arm. We're talking about the same thing. Just a few more reps. And relax. Nice. Finishing off with those calf raises. We're on the home stretch. Ready? And begin. Doing great. Keep that weight in between the first and the second toe as you raise up. Pressure in the ball of the foot. It's one of the only exercises we're not pushing out of the heel, right? Less than 10 seconds to go. And time. Give yourself a big pat on the back. Grab some water, catch your breath. We've got a little core finisher. It's going to get the core in the shoulders. So definitely a lot of shoulder stability work today. But we're going to finish off with a little plank series. So if a side plank is too tough for you, you can always do that one against a piece of furniture or the wall too, right? So I can even put my elbow down and I'm just a straight line from the shoulder to the toes. So you can do a wall side plank too, right? If you're a little bit hesitant to try it on the floor. So side plank. So the series, let me start at the beginning. The series is gonna go left side plank, 15-second rest, right side plank, 15-second rest, front side plank or prone, or front plank or prone plank, and then rest for 15 seconds. We're going to do 2 rounds. Each hold is going to be for 30 seconds. All right, and of course, that's the wall or back of the chair variation. If you're doing it on the ground, you can do it on the knees or up on the toes. Same thing applies, keeping that body straight as a plank. So let me reset the timer. If you're getting on the ground, I'll give you your time to get down there. We're going to do 30-second hold, 15 seconds of rest to transfer positions. So left side plank to start, or if you're already on your right side, you can start with the right. Just listen to the opposite direction as to what I say when we switch. All right. Side plank, ready. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Good. Well, also don't kick anything by your feet. I learned that lesson the hard way. My toe is throbbing now. Good. Keep that belly button in, hips extended, elbow right under the shoulder. You should feel all of this muscle in the obliques, on the side of the hip working. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Good. I need these. I haven't done these in a while myself either. So switching to the other side. If you were on your left, switch to your right side plank or vice versa. Ready? And begin. Hips extended, whether you're on the toes, the knees, or you're on the wall or the back of a chair. Breathe. Flat as a plank. Keep those hips extended, belly button in, 10 more seconds. And relax. Nice. Front plank. Take your time getting there. 3, 2, 1, begin. Elbows right under the shoulders. Glutes engaged, belly button up. Halfway there. And relax. That's one round, one more to go. Starting on that first side again. Ready? And begin. 15 seconds. Keeps getting shorter each round, doesn't it? Whoop. My elbow almost slipped out from under me. Guess the ceiling's leaking again. Breathe. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Nice job. Other side. Begin. Halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Don't collapse too hard and hurt yourself. Last round, front plank. On the hands, on the elbows, on the wall. Ready? Begin. Squeeze the glutes. Keep the belly button up. Halfway there. You don't have to breathe as hard as me, but keep that breath going. Three, 2, 1, and time. Woo! Awesome job. No need to sit up or stand up if you don't want to. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. Nicely done. Take a few breaths. All right. We're going to be on our backs to start. I'm just changing the camera position really quickly. Knees bent. Keeping the shoulders down, a little lower trunk rotation. Nice and easy, side to side. I got one pop. Just to one side today, I guess. I always get just a little crack in the lower back with this one. Again, you can do a little torso rotation seated if getting down on the floor is too tough. No problem with that. We'll do a couple more times each side, nice and slow. In through the nose, out through the mouth. All right. We're going to flip over for our last exercise of the day. It's going to be a little spine mobility exercise. In yoga, they call it cat-cow. Let me back up so you can see. So again, you can do this one seated, just arching and rounding the back, but we're going to do this one in a hands and knees position if you're okay with it. And we're going to look up, a little tiny arch in the back, doesn't have to be too extreme. And then look down between the legs as we round that back and forth. Exhale as you round up. Who says Ryan's the only trainer that can do yoga? Couple more times. And relax. All right.